Alright guys, so today I want to make a video and kind of talk about how you can invest into Pokemon like a god. And in a less dramatic title, how you can invest soundly and make solid gains over time. Now, this comes down to three things for me: location, communication, and timing. And I'm going to explain what all these mean to me. So to start off with location, it really depends where you're buying your product from. So when we're looking at product, a lot of people, when we just look at the broader consumer market, a lot of people will only look at Amazon, or they're only looking at their local store, and that's where they buy from. They're too lazy to look for deals online. Now, the problem with this is when we're investing, we want to get the best price possible. So I think for a lot of people, especially if they're investing thousands of dollars, it's not going to hurt to spend an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 5 or 6 hours looking at a bunch of different sites to try and find the best deal possible before you pull the trigger and make your purchase. Now, there are a lot of places you can buy Pokemon cards. So I have one up here, the Pokemon Center, obviously that's run by the Pokemon Company. You can buy product directly from here. Some of the benefits of buying from the Pokemon Company is that sometimes you're going to get prices, well, you're always going to get prices at MSRP, but sometimes those MSRP prices are going to be cheaper than the actual value of the current market price, which is happening right now with not only Lost Origin booster boxes, but also Brilliant Stars booster boxes, which are still in stock. Other places you can buy from, obviously Walmart is a decent place to go as well. There are some deals at Walmart right now. 151 booster bundles are back in stock for $29 US. I obviously can't purchase these in Canada, but if you're in the States, go for it. $90 for 151 UPCs as well. I don't know who the seller is for this, but I've seen this deal up for a long time. So, maybe check it out if the seller's legit and you want some 151 UPCs. Seems like a good price to me. Some other places you can shop from. Another big one, obviously, is going to be eBay. If you guys are going to buy on eBay, by the way, as well, I do have an affiliate link in the description of this video. So if you guys are going to shop on eBay, if you want to click the link and then just do your shopping through there, it's at no extra cost to you. I get a small kickback if you buy anything, so it helps out me in the channel. So if you do that, I really appreciate it. Just a couple other things. Well, actually, one point I want to make is when you are buying on eBay as well, a lot of people initially don't think about going to eBay sometimes, and fair enough, you may have higher tax rates, especially in Canada. We have to pay 12% total tax, whereas if you're buying from certain stores like Hobbiesville or, other places, you may only have to pay 5% the GST. I'm not sure how it is in the US or other parts of the world. And some people think that automatically the prices are going to be higher because of obviously eBay fees, where if someone owns their own store, they may be able to offer better pricing. That's not always the case. I mean, it is true a lot of the time, but sometimes sellers just want to move items. They're going to have solid deals on certain things, and that's where you're going to want to, always be checking eBay, checking auctions, checking new listings. It doesn't hurt, guys. If you know how to operate on eBay, it's only going to take you, 15, 20 minutes to really go through a bunch of different searches. So it's worth doing and putting the time in. Now, if you don't want to do that, and these next two are only going to be for Canada because they're Canadian companies. The first one is Hobbiesville. Hobbiesville has a massive online store. They have tons of product. They are out of a lot of their Sword and Shield booster boxes. They still have some like Silver Tempest there, but they do run a lot of sales. They do have a wide variety of products. So I do like shopping from Hobbiesville, and I've done thousands of dollars in business with them. So I've never had any issues as well with shipping. It's definitely a good place I recommend going if you're in Canada. I also have an affiliate code for Hobbiesville if you guys are going to make a purchase there as well. If you want to use it, I really appreciate it. And then the final one, another Canadian company for you guys out there, Catch a Card. Catch a Card's quickly becoming one of my favorite sources for buying Pokemon cards. They have really great prices. I won't click through it all, but let's see. Let's see if we can go to booster boxes here and see the Twilight Masquerade pre-order. Yeah, so as you can see, Twilight Masquerade pre-order $139.75 Canadian. That's the cheapest I've seen pre-orders for Twilight Masquerade. So if you're in the market to pre-order product like I am sometimes, definitely check out Catch a Card. I think they pride themselves on being the cheapest. And then obviously, you have sites like Cans and Games, you have Zephyr, Epic, you have other places in Canada where you can buy product, but In Canada specifically, these are the two that I'm really putting a lot of money into, as well as eBay, which I purchased from before. Walmart, I actually have purchased some things from Walmart.ca, the Crown Zenith booster bundles that were exclusive to Walmart, and also some 151 booster bundles. And then obviously, Pokemon Center if you want to sometimes. So that's the location part, is really dialing in where you're buying product from, finding the best price possible, putting in a little work, because that 5 to 10%, potentially even more, that you're going to save by just spending time. So for example, just to run through, say you're buying a case of Lost Origin for $900, right? If you're buying it at MSRP for 140, that's going to be, what is that, 140 times 6, so after tax around $900, right? If you're buying at market value where it's 170, you're going to be over $1,000 a box, potentially $1,100 after tax. That's a huge difference, $200, right? That's what, 22%, 23%, something like that. So even if you're spending 5 hours to save over $200, that's $40 an hour. I think for most people, they're going to be able to justify putting the time in to find the best deal. And again, that adds up over time, right? That 5-10%. So on one small purchase, it might not be the end of the world, but if you're trying to build a large inventory, if you're building large positions and you're in this for the long term, put the time in to find the good deals. Now, the second part of the equation is communication, and I want to show one example. Communication really means reaching out to sellers, vendors, networking as well, just trying to build your community and build people that you can not only trust, but also rely on. So here's one example. I was on eBay in December and I was looking for Chilling Reign. And this one seller in Canada, his name's Ken, he owns a store in Grand Prairie. I bought one Chilling Reign booster box from him, because he only had one in stock on eBay. So I purchased the box and then I sent him a message and I just asked him if he had more booster boxes available that he just didn't have listed on eBay, and if he'd be willing to cut me a deal if I bought a lot of them. He shot back, asked me how many I was looking for, said he had cases available. This is in December, right? So this was after Chilling Reign had already sold out on the Pokemon Center. It was hard to find. He told me 175 Canadian, which for you US people, I believe that's like 130, 132 US, something like that. So it was an amazing price on Chilling Reign. And then he gave me a quote for, extra shipping costs or whatever. I ended up buying 2 cases off of him just as a test run to see how it went. They ended up getting shipped very quickly. They were double boxed. They were in great condition. So then after this, I had found his Facebook and we had talked a little bit more. So I reached out to him there after the first purchase, knowing that I was super satisfied. I was happy with it. And I asked him, hey, do you have any more? Can I buy like another 2 cases? And can we try and cut out eBay fees or whatever and get me a bit better price? He was totally cool with that. We ended up settling on a deal for another 2 cases where I saved 7%. So we kind of just split the fees in half. And I got Chilling Reign. I have 4 cases. I did open 1 box, to be fair. So I have 23 boxes of Chilling Reign. But that all came for me sending a simple message to an eBay seller who only had one box in stock, simply asking if he had more, just being respectful, saying that I would buy more if he had it. And again, this isn't always going to work out. You're going to send lots of messages like this and you're going to have people say no, and maybe they just don't want to sell you more, maybe they don't have more in stock. But again, it never hurts to ask, right? In life, you're only going to get a no. That's the worst thing that could happen. So, definitely communicate, send messages, network. And, for me now, I have someone that I can go to in the future and potentially do more business with, where I know I'm going to be getting a good deal, where I know the product's going to be legit, it's going to be packaged well, it's going to be in great condition. So again, that's the second part after where you find your product. Also, don't be afraid to reach out to people, build connections, and just simply ask questions, because you never know what the answer is going to be. Now, finally, the last thing is timing. And I have one thing to show you guys. This is an email from Hobbiesville, which I received today. And it's an Easter sale, which says use code Easter 2024 for a discount, basically, on your purchases. And the reason I'm throwing this in here and putting this under timing is we need to understand when is the best time to buy our product. Now, should it be on a random Tuesday in the middle of the week? Should it be towards the end of the year, the start of the year, whenever? Normally, we'll find deals towards Black Friday. There's always going to be deals. People are going to want to move product. So don't buy stuff in September, October if you don't have to. If you can wait another month. Now, again, sometimes this might not be ideal. For example, say hypothetically we're in September right now, where we don't know how much longer Lost Origin or Brilliant Stars is going to be in the Pokemon Center. It may be ideal to pick up some boxes now instead of waiting another month. But if it's, this October, say they're both gone, you're thinking about picking up Paldea Evolved or something. Or sorry, we're in September and you're thinking about picking up Paldea Evolved. Maybe wait another month or two until Black Friday rolls around. That's when you know you're going to get a 10-15% discount from a lot of online stores and retailers. So it doesn't make sense to spend that money now where you're not going to make huge gains on it, where you could save that money for a couple months, get a better deal, buy more product, etc. And the second thing, other than Black Friday, around the end of the year, people are going to want to offload stuff for tax reasons, so that may also be another good time to buy. Really just, be mindful of the calendar, what time of year it is, if there's any special events coming up. Again, like this one, Easter sale, I believe it's like 7% off too, maybe 5-7%, something like that. So again, that adds up over time. You may as well take advantage of those things. So to recap, you have location where you're buying your product from. Be really mindful, look for good deals. Communication, reach out to sellers, ask the questions that you want to ask. And then the final thing is timing. Wait for the better times of year to find purchases. If you know that a holiday is coming up where there's likely going to be a sale on certain products in certain stores, maybe just be patient, wait a week, wait a month, whatever it is until that time comes, and then pull the trigger on a larger purchase when you can take advantage of those deals. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you made it this far in the video, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any other tips. Also, again, one more thing, shameless plug, if you're going to buy on eBay, I do have an affiliate link in the description down below, so if you guys want to click that and do your shopping through it, no extra charge to you, it helps out the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.